Hey, Colabcoach here yet again to share some wise words of wisdom for the week. As I said, 2026, I said last week, 2026 is going to be a year of speaking about topics that we hear about a lot and we see in public, but we're not talking about them in a healthy way. Um, with that being said, this is a disclaimer for that, because each topic may be triggering to maybe you or someone you know or you've experienced these situations before. But hey, we're here to talk about it in a very healthy way. So, with that being said, the topic for this week is they cheated and you stayed. They cheated and you stayed. Now, if you've never been cheated on, um, more power to you. But if you have been cheated on and you made a decision to stay in that relationship, or you made a decision to keep the relationship going for whatever reason it may be, I'm asking you why. Why did you decide to stay? Was it because of a financial reason? Was it because you may have children with this person? Is it because you felt like you didn't have any other options, or the person was remorseful? I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to place blame. I'm just here to have a discussion with you to talk about what happens when you get cheated on and you make that decision to stay. Now, it's not always easy to talk about this in public. It is not always easy to express how you really feel about the situation. Yes, when you're cheated on, you have trust that's been broken in a relationship. You have had situations where you thought someone was loyal to you, and unfortunately, that person was not loyal to you. And there are different levels of cheating. There is emotional cheating, and there's physical cheating. I did an amazing series on emotional cheating a couple years ago, and that's probably, I think, my most viewed video of ever, because a lot of people could relate with that. But just to keep it very simple, emotional cheating is when someone has not physically done the act, but they're thinking about that person. They're thinking about doing that act with someone. They maybe are emotionally invested in that person in a mental relationship, not physically, but they're invested in that mental relationship, and they may have checked out of the relationship that they're currently in, and they're thinking about ways to end the relationship, but they never do. It's more of an emotional thing. They maybe are getting text messages from that person, and they're thinking about, well, what if, or they are envisioning ideas of being in that intimate relationship with that person, but they haven't really acted on it yet. That's emotional cheating. Physical cheating is physical cheating. We all know what physical cheating is. Physically completed the act of cheating. Now, a lot of people will say here and there, well, what do you define as cheating? That's up to you or your significant other. That has nothing to do with me. What I am here to say is that people cheat. People cheat. People do things that they're not supposed to in a relationship. Relationships are supposed to be full of agreements. And even if you were in a situation where you have certain agreements and you go against that agreement, that means you're cheating. That means you're doing something that you or your significant other have decided not to do, and you decided to do it. So when you are cheated on, I've been cheated on in the past, not now. I'm in a happy relationship, and you have been cheated on in the past. You feel hurt. You feel You feel like you were betrayed. You feel like maybe you have been manipulated. You may have felt like this person said that they're going to care for you, and especially if you're married, it's adultery. This person said that they were going to be there for you. They said that they were going to love you for the rest of their lives. They say that they're going to be with you forever. They want to build a family with you. They want to build a life with you, and they have decided to break that and be with someone else. And of course, maybe they're remorseful. Some people are not, or they may say they're remorseful because they're manipulating the situation. And you have a decision to make. Is this something that you want to do? Is this something that you have decided that, hey, I'm going to give this person another chance, and you choose to stay? Again, I'm asking you why. What made you have that decision? Was it because of a situation that you know that this person is remorseful? More power to you. This person has come and confessed. But sadly, there are some situations where you find out that this person has cheated and may have been cheating may have been cheating for extended time, and it hurts. It's devastating, and you know that's why a lot of people in our society today, they don't really trust their significant other to the full extent that they can, because they may have been cheated on before in the past and maybe they wanted to start something new, or they have been cheated on and they said they will never be in a relationship again. You know, cheating is a terrible, terrible situation to be in, because you can be in a relationship for X amount of years and all of a sudden it blows up in your face that this person has cheated. What do you do? Do you decide to let go of all those X amount of years of that relationship and move on to something new? Do you find the time to go heal and grow from that situation and realize that, hey, there may be signs that I didn't see, there may be things that I didn't notice, or situation where you have to look deep down to yourself as like, as if, hey, I want to forgive this person, or a situation where, you know what, I'm ready to let this go completely. You know, a lot of thoughts come into your head when you are cheated on, and it's tough. It's very tough to deal with that situation. But again, why? Why did you choose to stay? If you are still lingering on staying and leaving, why? You know, I just want you to think about this. Don't let society tell you what to do. It's all about you in that relationship. But again, remember, you have to love yourself. Simple as that. So, to make this as simple as possible, they cheated and you stayed. Why? Why did you decide to stay? Do you take the time to forgive this person? Have you grown and learned from that situation and you're willing to let that person in? Are you staying with this person because it's a financial situation? Maybe you have children. Maybe you don't want to start fresh. Maybe you don't want to have you start back into the dating world. A lot of things come into your head, and realizing that, hey, when you're cheated on, it's devastating. You've been hurt. The loyalty is gone. You've been lied to. And if you choose to stay with this person, ask yourself, are you really doing this to help the relationship? Or are you doing this because you're trying to appease that person? And have you really had a great conversation about what happened, what transpired, why it was done? I don't know. I'm not here to judge you. I'm not here to place blame on anybody else. I'm just asking you why. But again, the last thing I could leave with you is, remember, you have to love yourself no matter what happens to you in your life. Simple as that. So if you're struggling with this, maybe you have been cheated on and you're still on the fence about it, staying or leaving a relationship, message me. If you have stayed in a relationship and you have grown and learned from that relationship after you've been cheated on, message me. I love to learn. I love to talk to you about that as well. But yeah, go to my website, yourcolabcoach.com, fill out a relationship checklist to figure out if we're a good fit for each other to talk about these type of situations. Also, I have a free relationship checklist to figure out what areas you want to talk about, and I have a free coaching session as well. Free isn't free, nothing you have to pay for. Facebook Colab Coaching, Instagram Colab Coaching. All my series, all my videos are on YouTube, COLAB Coaching. And yeah, finally wrote an amazing book, Fresh Eyes Solve Problems Easier. It's available in Barnes and Nobles, Kindle. It's an audio book. Give it a listen. It's all about self-love. Can't beat that. With that being said, thank you so much for listening and watching. Have a wonderful day. Be safe out there. Thank you. Bye.